And we're going to do turning kicks, yes, and also commonly referred to as roundhouse kick from our karate brothers. In Taekwondo we call it turning kick. And we call it turning because it turns in a circular motion. Roundhouse because it comes around. I guess my straight kicks, like my front kicks and my side kicks, are like my jabs and crosses. And my turning kicks are like my hooks and body shots, so they come around. So my front kick comes straight at you, my side kick comes straight at you, my turning kick comes around here to take someone's guard in here that comes in here or comes back here. So that's the application of it, and as you already know from our stances and distancing, you can throw these kicks from different distances, and each distance will require a slightly different adaptation of the execution of throwing the kick. So we'll start in nice and close. And as I started with, say, front kicks, we just started here, kicking straight that way. So with the turning kick, it's very hard to have my foot facing there. Now with the front kick, my foot can face the target. If I want a bit of extra reach, I'll turn my foot to the side so I can push the hip forward to get some more reach on the side front kick versus the front snap front kick. Well, the turning kick's the same, depending on the distance I'm at, with the determinant of my body position and also my foot on the ground position. So a nice little drill to start with is maybe to simply, rather than have my feet parallel, have your feet angled out a bit that way, right? That way it's going to allow me to bring my hip across more, because my foot's there, it's hard to bring the foot without rotation of the knee. And the knee is more of a hinge joint. It's not a hinge joint, it's a biaxial joint, but it acts very similar to a hinge joint. Means it can't rotate, right? So we don't want to rotate on the knee. So we don't rotate on the knee, we first have to turn the foot to do my kick. So a good way to start with the turning kick is to start maybe with your feet 45 degrees out that way, right? And we can just do this drill. This is a nice little drill to get you started. And what I'm going to do is, the goal is to bring my knee up as if I'm going into someone's ribs. So my knee comes up as if it's going into your ribs. Because the foot will only go where the knee goes. So if my knee's here, the foot will just go there. If I bring the knee more across, it will go here. If I bring it all the way across, it will go here. So where my knee goes will determine the range that my foot goes. And obviously, we want to be able to adapt that range depending on how powerful we want the kick and how fast we want to execute it. So what we're going to do to start with, a nice little drill, is just bring your knee across, bring your knee across, bring your knee across. And as you bring your knee across, rotate that body that way, body that way. So my knee goes that way and my body goes the other way. Just as a nice drill to keep you balanced, so you can do a kick and maintain your upper body torso balance. So I'm going this way, this way, this way. Got that? This way. Now what we're going to do, we just start low, just kick low, kick low. So it kicks across. With a front kick, we'll kick front, front. But if I kick across and I don't turn that knee, or that foot, I feel it's rotation of the knee, and I can feel it in the knee joint. So to do that, I just rotate the feet out. So, and I kick out, there, out. It's like kicking a ball around the corner. You see in soccer, or even AFL football. So there, start with the knee, other hand, use my hands to counterbalance, knee, kick, 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 kick. Nice. When we do that in the bag, start low, feet out, kick, 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 kick. See, my foot goes out, kick, and then as I get better, I just work it up into the ribs. My body's nice and upright. Get better. So that's a turning kick. I'm very front on. And that's going to be a more close range turning kick. The more front on I am, the closer the range. So what I do from here, if I'm going to kick off the front foot, I'm in this position, right? Now just take the back foot back, here, right? Back foot back, like a fight position. Now, if you're going to kick off the front foot, it's that back foot that has to be eventually get to around 45 degrees. And some people who have good flexibility can actually keep it straight and still bring the foot around. So I put my foot there, they can keep it straight and they go bang, and they can still, with minimal turning. The less sort of rotation flexibility you have, the more you're going to have to turn that foot. But just turn it to a comfortable level, then over time and conditioning, you can virtually stay fairly straight on and still be able to just deliver a turning kick. Right, nice close in turning kick. So from here, guard up, back foot, probably just a bit over 45 degrees, guard up, and all you'll do from there is put my weight on the back foot, and again if I just use the knee, it goes knee across there, right? Knee across there, here, knee across there. And that will change into a ba kick. But see, I can still ba 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 ba. My hands up. I don't lose my form, so I can kick you in the belly, ba ba, and punch in the head, rather than going, like that. So we've got to kick that form. I'd rather you stay low with good form. But again, in self-defense, the best kicks are the low kicks anyway, because they can't grab your foot, and it's easy to hit them in the knee, and it hurts. So from here, with the front foot, we'll just back foot 45 degrees, or what angle you're comfortable with. Lift and kick. There, kick. And it can be quite, see, I'm virtually at punching distance, but I can punch or I can kick you at the same time. So now you've got 4 weapons that they have to defend against, because it's a nice close in kick. And if I want, I can actually push my hip foot more and put a bit of power in it by, doing that bang, yeah? And as I said, what I do is I push that hip forward, and the leg will go straight across, and it'll go through. If I don't push the hip forward, it's going to be a little snappy kick, right? Snap. If I drive it and turn the thrusting, I just push the pelvis forward, bang, and I'm going to get far more power. It's going to be a bit slower though, because you have to load it up, but a lot more powerful. The other one is not as powerful, but it's faster. So in, say, Taekwondo, I tend to do speed, get the point, because it's a point fighting. It's still contact, but my goal is not to hurt them, but to score the point. In Muay Thai, for example, they're all about power. So they'll just load it up, bang, right? Because it's all power, because it's full contact. Kickboxing is going to be more full contact, depending on what competition or martial art you do. But for general fitness and health, just start with the snappy one, nice and easy, get used to the technique, then over time you can start powering it up when you feel more comfortable with that. If you go to the other side, same thing applies. Guard up, I'm in fairly close, this foot's around 45 degrees, which is not far off my punching. See, I punch there, back, back, I can see jab, back, but I'm also just from there, lean back, bang, snap in there, right, so it's nice and neat and sharp, where I'm not sort of going, and falling over myself. Just keep it there, but to start with, just start low, low, and low. So that's doing a turning kick close off the front foot, right? Now you can do it off the back foot, so you're still fairly close, right? And what you do, you basically, so you turn this foot 45 degrees, right? Because this is the rotating foot. And then I come in here and come back there. I turn. Now how much power is depending on how much I push my hip through here. Again, if I really want to break you in half, I'll push all the way through, and it'll be like a, and it's going to really hurt. But it's a little bit slower, but more powerful. If I want speed, I don't push it through so much, and start shooting a little foot jab off the back foot. Boom. And I can maintain my body position. Boom. See how effective that is? Boom. And I can still, boom, boom, punch. So that's coming off the back foot. Again, similar to the front foot, but I'm rotating with the front foot this time. Boom. And I'm moving through, hip through, bang. Bang, very fast, sharp kick. Boom. And you'll see some of the Muay Thai fighters, even in the MMA, the good fighters, they'll take it low, and then fairly close, they can take it middle, boom, but they can also really just from there, just bang, take it straight up to the head. From there, they turn, jab, jab, cross, bang, and take your head off. But maybe you leave that for later on, or if you're a competitor, why not? So going off the front foot, from here you might go over here, turn, off the front foot, sorry, turn the back foot, ba, off the front foot, turn, ba, boom. So that might be a nice little drill. Front foot, turn, weight on the back foot, boom, turn, boom, there. So that's kicking from close range, or close range for a turning kick. If you're any closer than that, you don't do turning kick. That's where you do knees and elbows. Now if you come back to middle stance, the same applies, same principle applies. You're a bit further away, so you may need a bit of reach. So for example, if I'm here and I turn, I'm a little bit short, you see? I have to hit it with my toe. So to get that distance, I'm going to have to push my pelvis more forward. When I kick here, my pelvis sort of stays back a bit, boom, it stays here. But if I want to get more reach, I'm going to have to start throwing a punch here, right, keep my shoulders there. But if I need more distance, I need to push my shoulder forward to get that length. The same applies with the turning kick. So if I'm going to do it off the front foot to start with, because that's what we did before, here I'm going to have to turn and I'm going to push the hip forward to get that distance. This time I'm a bit more side on, because when you're side on, if I'm square on, I don't get as much distance. If I'm side on, I get that much more distance. It's like a punch, square on, side on. A kick, if I'm kicking front on, square on. Front on, square on, side on. So you're going to have to, it's more committed. You know, it's going to be more committed because you've got to cover more distance. Therefore you want to make it a bit more powerful. You know, so they're going to hesitate coming in after it. So from here, I'm a little bit more distance this time, and I rotate the back foot, right there, and I kick there, boom, and I lean back, my head's a little bit back to get my pelvis forward, boom, there, boom, boom. On the other side, I'm too short, the distance isn't there to do a short, sharp one, but that's how I also get you. I just push my hip, boom, and I can hit you with the extension of my foot, boom, boom. My body's still nice and firm, but there we go. So I'm here, there, bang, there, turn the back foot, boom, bring the back foot back. This side, turn the back foot, boom. Again, it's not going to be as powerful, right, because I'm extending it. Can be powerful. I'll show you how to power it up though. If I'm going off the back foot, further away, again, I have to come through. If I'm going to go through a speed kick to get distance, right, then I just rotate a bit, rotate, turn, and come back. Right, so from here, if I do the short one, too short, too square. If I rotate that foot more, and that foot can actually turn all the way back to about 75 degrees that way. You know, so when I do it off the front foot, my back foot virtually turns 75 degrees that way to get me that side on. With the other close kick, it's 45 degrees there, but if I want distance, that foot's going to rotate to about 75 there, right? 75 there. Same off the back foot. If I'm doing close, 45 degrees, right? If I want distance, I come further back, that's going to have to rotate 75 degrees there. Boom. Right, so from here, I rotate and back. If I do the other side, I rotate, boom. Right, and my head is a long way from the target. And close, my head's here. So we can still punch each other in the head. But this one I can kick you, but you can't punch me because, see where my head is? unless you've got extremely long arms. Right? So this is more of a distance kick. Boom. Want more power, I push the hips through and bring it a little bit more rounded to get power. If I want to make it fast, I don't bring the knee so much through and I bring the foot closer this way and roll it in over the end. Boom, there. Right? I bring it more through here, just on the outside of your shoulder, and turn it around. If I want power, I have to drive the knee through, boom, that way. So that's doing the kick off the back foot with the medium to long range distance. Turn, push, bang. Beautiful. How good are these techniques? Then I'll show you how to power all these techniques up as the last part of the exercise. Now the next one is from a long range. Now in the upcoming sessions we're going to be spending more time on short range and middle range. Long range is a little bit more difficult, but for those school fighters out there, if I'm doing a long range, right, I really have to be, I'm on that side on position. I'm side on, I'm not in that mid-range position. I'm side on, there's not much power in these ones, but I can get a good snappy kick in. So from there, my foot is already fighting facing that way. Right? It's going to be facing 75 degrees, it can be even further facing directly behind me. Because I have to get full extension to get the full length and reach from the kick. So this is long range kicking, my foot's there, boom, and I'm back here, back. Right, so my weight's there, my foot's this way, and I'm a long range there, bang, bang. Doing a turning kick, if I'm doing this side, I'm more side on this way, so this is real psychic position, turning kick, jab, right, I'm here, and from there, boom, right. It's quite fast and whippy from a distance, it's like a little poke with a spear. Right, I'm here, boom. So I'm here, I'm more side on. Right, this way rather than this way. First one we did was this one. Second one was this. This one's side on. And now I, boom. Right, it's there. I wake up, long range, snap in the belly. Over this way, long range, snap in the belly. Snap in the belly. So that's long range off the front foot. Now we do long range off the back foot. Long range again. You think of a corridor, and you want to keep all your limbs in that narrow corridor. So you don't want things coming out to get power. It all has to come through here, through the corridor, like a front kick, but at the end, I rotate into a turning kick. So here, like a front kick, and at the end, I rotate into a turning kick. So again, it's not as powerful, because it's just that little whip at the end that's going to score. So if I go from here, this is front kick, I can't reach, but I stay in that corridor. Because if I come out here, you can see it coming, it's just too slow. Yeah, so here I come, out here. If I keep it close in here, it's a lot faster. Remember, the fastest way from point A to point B is a direct straight line. So we don't curve it, we go straight through, and as we go through, then we just rotate it. Right, so from here, there's my front kick, and all I do at the end, rotate it. I have to rotate my back foot, and my back foot rotates virtually to facing behind me, or maybe 75 degrees, depending on my flexibility. So from here, come through here, come here, and back. So again, it's quite fast, right, considering the distance it has to cover, but it's very direct. Right? Boom, and I come back to here. So be careful when you kick, you don't go fall over in all of your kicks. Never land falling in. If you land and fall in, you fall into a punch. You always kick and come back. So condition yourself to kick and come back to have control. That way you can kick, come back, if they come in. Or you can kick, come back, kick again. But if I go kick, then I fall into their trap. So again, distance turning kick off the back foot, come through. And I may lead in if I'm trying to jab, you see. There, come through here. Here, boom, gotcha, I do the other side, I come through here, come through the middle, there, boom, back. So long range turning. For me, you think you can't get me from there. Boom. But one step, I don't even step, I just rotate. There, rotate. So they're the basic turning kicks or roundhouse kicks. Again, you can adapt them where, you know, you can go low, bang, right? Go middle, bang, go high, bang. You may fake low, boom, snap in the head. Very tricky. Or you can do doubles, you know. But we won't get to that. I'm just into some of the basics. Then we'll do another session on how to move the kicks. And we'll cover that in some of the training sessions. But if I want to power these up, then here's what we do for power. Now it's going to be, make the technique slower, but it's going to add a stick of dynamite to it. So if I want to kick off the back foot of the turning kick, it doesn't matter what distance I am, because whatever distance I am, I just adapt, you know, my body position. If I were to do, say, in close, and I want to power it up, I turn there, right, and that's my close one. So if I want to power it up, what I do is I actually step out here. So I step with this foot that way. And now that allows my hip not to stop to here, but it's going to come all the way here, which means my leg is just going to go woof all the way through, like a big log, bang, like a baseball bat. It doesn't stop. It all the way through, like a cricket bat. It's not a block, it's not a chip, it's not a dunk, it's a full swing. You use your whole body. But to do that, if you look at a baseballer, they'll do this, and as they hit, they will turn that foot, and they'll go whack out there. So this is a full-on turning kick, or roundhouse kick, which they do in Muay Thai so brilliantly. So from here, I step, that opens the hip up, and then I push the hip through, I step, and my whole body, bang, goes through there. See that? It goes, there's nothing, I don't check it at all. I just go through the target. So how do you do that? We step out that way. And if I'm at further distance, like the mid-range, same thing applies. I just step out that way, adapt the distance to my step, right? Bang, that was a little bit of a check, right? Step out, all the way through. If I'm going this way, I step out that way, out to the side, gives me all that range to push the hip through, boom. Now when you do turning kicks, you normally strike them with that part of the foot, the instep there. Not so much down here. Sometimes we hit down there just to get a point, to get extra reach. That's going to be the main point. But if you're getting close, like the Muay Thai fighters and kickboxers, you can kick with your shin. Particularly if you're kicking the legs. Because that shin, that tibia, the bone's a very hard bone. And it'll just give them a bang, a dead leg. So I've been hit with an iron bar. If I'm in close, I'll kick more of the shin, that part there. If I'm further away, it's going to be with the instep. If I'm doing that long distance point fighting, it's going to be more of the foot. So to add power, I just step out. From a long way away, I can still step out. I just step out there. I'm here, I'm going to go this way, step out, poof, and then there's my power kick. If I'm going this way, step out, that way. If I'm here, I step out that way for power, bang, all the way through. If I'm doing a distance point kick, it's just through there. See the difference? Long distance, fast, boom, gotcha. Versus, bang, power. Depending on what you're training for and what your style of fighting is. You can do that off the front foot too. So if I want to kick off the front foot, if I'm going here, right, so instead of stepping with the back foot, I step with the front foot. If I'm kicking off the front foot, I first have to step with the back foot. So if I'm kicking off there, I'll step in here, I'll step out there, right? So it's there, boom, there. So it's one, and push the hip through. Two, right? I might be leading with a punch. Two, right? So step out to the side, right? And that's going to give me my power. And depending on what the distance is, same applies. If I'm close, and I want to use the front foot, I might just step out, bang. Because I might be a bit close, I can give myself room by stepping out, boom. If I'm mid-range, I'll step out, there, 90 degrees, boom. If I'm from here, I can step out, do a little step, boom. If and do a little lunge, a little skip. Boom. So that's generating power on the front foot, but now it becomes a two beat kick, means you go step then kick. The ones we did at the start was one beat. I just kicked, kicked, kicked. If I want to get power, I may need to position myself, body in a strong position. So I step and kick, so it's two beats. Means it's easy for them to pick up that you're going to throw the kick. But if you get them in the zone that they can't get out, like in the corner, then they're going to wear the kick anyway. So there's some looking at turning kicks or roundhouse kicks from close, middle, distance. Fast, not so powerful. Powerful, not so fast, from each of those ranges as well. And that's going to cover 80% of the types of turning kicks that you'll come across in the combat sports or the martial arts. And there are some variations of that, obviously, but that's going to be good training for you. And we're going to, we'll cover these individually in different drills as you go through the fight fit with the Kman training session. So I look forward to applying those in combinations and routines in the future sessions.